Aliens.
I've never met one.
You say you think, you don't know.
There's some crazy people in this world.
Yeah, it's crazy people in this world. And I always like to say, what is the alien requirement? Like, how long ago did you have to come to Earth for you not to be an alien no more? Like, if they was around here for 1,000 years, are they humans or aliens? I had you sitting long enough. Can we see some Pincha? Can we see some Pincha? So, some forearm stand Pincha. Some people may know it as either or. And that seems to be a very elusive pose for people. Awesome. Like, even people that can handstand, sometimes Pincha can be a little bit more challenging. So I'm interested in hearing what you have to say. And I might ask some questions afterwards or whatever. And maybe you can talk a little to let us know what's going on in your body. You know what I mean? I'll ask questions as well.
So the reason why I suggested Pincha was because it is, I think, to many people actually harder than handstand. Even though we're balancing only on our hands in handstand, in Pincha, technically, we're balancing on our forearms. But the reason why it becomes really hard is because you're actually taking this part away from the strength. So in handstand, you have all your arm bones engaging and the ground force reaction, Newton's law of ground force reaction. You're pushing through your hands, your arm bones are all working hard, all of your muscles are working hard. In Pincha, very similar Pincha forearm balance. Same thing if you were in a forearm plank. Forearm plank is actually harder than a long arm plank. And I'll show you, my cat is always in my way.
It's fine. The cat can be in. Cat, we welcome the cat. So we welcome the cat.
I've always got the cats around. Here, I'll take my undress for you here. Work on your forearm planks as much as possible, and I would say hold these, right? Start in it, puff up through your shoulders, and then get into it this way so your butt doesn't dip down. And then my recommendation would be hold that for, depending on how strong you are starting out, 10 seconds, work to 20 seconds, and then even work to a minute. We challenged a grandmother the other day, because she's very strong, she's in her late 80s. She held plank for a minute. The idea is you want to have as much of your body on the mat for stability, and again for that ground force reaction. And it does remind your brain, so we're going from, let's just say we're building our practice, we go from Pincha to handstand. We want to know how our hands are used ultimately in handstand. So really widespread hands, using our fingers to balance. You want to do the same thing in your forearm balance. So the problem, though, lies in the flexibility of the shoulders. So this I've had to modify, and I hope this helps people a lot. I have tightness in my shoulders, but mostly across my collarbones. I broke both collarbones twice.
Okay.
A lot of tightness here. So if you can externally rotate your shoulders, when you do that, it kind of really bugs me in here. So I'm not really getting that much flexibility. It's much easier for me to find stability when I go like this.
Yeah, me too.
Diamond shape. But the important thing is, even if you're going to do a diamond shape on the ground, you still want your hands, your palms down, and you want your shoulders stacked right up over your elbow points. So you can still be in a diamond shape as long as that's under you.
Got you.
That makes sense?
Yep.
And if you have difficulty with that, a strap would really help draw those shoulders, you know, in the biceps towards each other, squeezing in. The one thing, so a lot of people like to also do, and there's nothing wrong with feathered peacock, so it's also called feathered peacock. So this is your feathered peacock with your hands clasped this way, but it's okay because they're bound. So when you bind them together, when you push them together, you're pressing them together, and you're actually activating all of your arm muscles.
Yeah.
So this feathered peacock is a great way to begin your Pincha.
It seems like it would be more challenging without the hand and the grip as far as the balance and the seesawing in and out. It seems like the hands down just with the grip and being able to engage Hasta Banda and all of that, and that just feels a little bit better.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I agree with you. The problem is because often when people start, if their shoulders are too tight, they're not going to be able to get their hands this way. They're just going to keep going this way, because that happened to me in the very beginning.
So you actually used to cross hands?
Well, I would start like this, and then you would start to sink in your shoulders. As you start to sink in your shoulders, your hands start to rotate this way.
Yeah.
And what happens there? Your elbows start to flare, and then you put a lot of pressure on that shoulder joint.
Yeah.
So I would say beginners could start in your feathered peacock because it's going to give you a lot of stability. You actually feel good in here. You'll see people when they do, people that don't do yoga and are, a lot of fitness classes, they're in this feathered bound hand, and they'll be doing their forearm planks this way, and that's fine. And then you can walk it in, and you go into your dolphin pose, and then you would slowly kick up. So this actually feels pretty stable. Because, to be honest, again, you have these points too. You want to get as much, as I said, points onto the mat as possible so you can press away. So you've got this here, and then you're bound. You do not want to be like that, because all that would do is keep having your elbows rotating outward. So the next thing, what's helped me though, because I don't really like feathered peacock, I would prefer to have my hands down. So I'm working towards, and this is where a sticky mat helps, I'm working towards really having my arms parallel. Sometimes I'm better than other days. This really helps a lot. Working with a block.
No.
That's great.
Yep.
Another thing that's helped me a lot, and I'm still free in my practice to do arm balances, because if you're using a block, it's kind of hard to go into an arm balance if your block's in the way.
Yeah.
So you put your thumbs together. And then I still have the ability to rotate, to pull in, roll the shoulders down my back towards my torso as I'm pushing away. But then the thumbs will prevent me from overlapping my hands. And I still have that V that keeps me more stable.
When you was talking about like that freedom, right? When I asked you, what did you want to talk about? You mentioned finding your voice. You mentioned that it's the importance of instructors, all fitness professionals finding their voice in a time like this where we're all doing the same thing. Or that's how I comprehended when you mentioned it. Can you talk a little bit more about that? What do you mean by that? And how can someone find their voice? What does that mean to you?